Ashe, everyone. This is Innocent Smith, High Priestess and spiritual sexologist at Shishi Witchy Wellness. So today I have a message for you from our Tarot Inspired Living series. The purpose of this content is to demonstrate the dynamic power of tarot and to help you use tarot as a real world resource that's here to help you find your way through your relationships, your bodily awareness, and just your personal life in general. So I'm sharing these cards with you from the Forbidden Tarot today. And if I feel led to, I'm also going to pull from the extended edition, the expansion pack of the Forbidden Tarot. And the back of the cards look like this. This is the Forbidden Tarot. And again, if I feel further led, I will also pull some cards for you from the Oracle deck, okay? And that would be the Forbidden Oracle. So before we get started, I just want to remind you guys that this is a communal reading, right? Like, this is a collective reading, and please only take what resonates and leave the rest. If this message is not resonating with you, then it's not intended for you. You will know if this is your message or not because you will get that vibe, okay? That's really all I can tell you about that. Yeah, and to also make sure that you use discernment and follow up with your spirit guides, your ancestors, to determine if this message is for you. You can go within intuitively and you will know, but like I said, you will have like those spiritual hits if this is your message, okay? All right, so without further ado, let's get into this, shall we? So I have a card already drawn for you guys off to the side, and this is Oh Lordy. I will say again, this is Oh Lordy. I know, I could not help it. Okay, so Oh Lordy is actually a very special card here, and it represents the Hierophant's energy. Which is speaking about spiritual traditions, for one thing, cultural wealth, and eternal wisdom, okay? So I'm going to pull some cards for you guys. Oh yeah, and I've got a crystal ball up to the side for you, which is one of my smoky quartz babies, just because this energy just felt right to have for you guys in here with this reading today. So I'm going to put it again off to the side, right? And I'm going to shuffle our cards here to see what message the Hierophant has for us today. Okay. I hope you guys are doing well. So again, keep it in mind. Okay, I'm being told to turn this card over for now. So as this is more of like divine masculine energy I'm feeling at this time, right, that is coming through with this message from the Hierophant, we're going from right to left, okay? And we're pulling 3 cards. So the first card is going to be representing interpersonal relationships. The second card is about bodily exploration. And just so you know, the third card is for personal blocks, okay? So, okay, being told to leave that turned over as well for now. Okay, and then one more. Yeah. Okay. I really appreciate your patience, guys. No more from this deck? Okay, one more from this deck, I'm being told. All right, thank you. So, I'm being led to pull some cards for you also. I'm just going to put the crystal ball off to the side a little bit. Being told to pull more cards for you guys. And so we're going to pull from the expansion pack of the Forbidden Tarot. Let's see what we got. What message do you have for the collective at this time? I hope that all hearts and minds are clear. Okay. And then, if you don't mind, I'm just gonna very quickly. Okay. And then one more. We're going to be pulling from the Forbidden Oracle for this one. Yes? Okay. And this will be our takeaway message. I'm going to put that for now. Put it here. All right. So let's get into this. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Ancestors. So we're just going to ring our bells here. Get this started. You ready? Okay, so what I'm going to do, just to kind of mark these, the time is I'm just going to go ahead and do it. Okay, this is a timeless reading, please know that. So whatever message resonates for you, take that, leave the rest. I say as my hands prepared. Okay, so we have Preacher Man, and this is for interpersonal relationships. So this message is about conflicts that you have going on and conflicts that arise from differing values, right? So the Preacher Man here is speaking about justice and time for some straight up truths, okay? That this is karma at work, whatever's going on with you at this time. Now, interesting because it's following Oh Lordy. So as I told you guys at the beginning, I'm feeling some very masculine energy going on right now. Okay. So coming back from Oh Lordy to Preacher Man, right? Concerning this interpersonal relationship, Preacher Man is advising that you strive to have more respectful dialogue and seeking common ground through whatever shared traditions you have going on with this other, right? That is going on. So for somebody has cracked open the books, right? And they are looking for guidance, they are looking for wisdom, they are looking for solace about this relationship and about what's been going on. And like, you've been doing all the things, right? You've been pulling out all the stops, you've been doing all the things. And what Preacher Man is saying in this instance, right, is remember what you've been taught. Remember what you already know. You already know the answers. It's not that you don't know, But sometimes you just need to take it to a higher source for a better perspective. So you need to get, you know, kind of like over this hump, so to speak. And if you see here, across the preacher man's podium, there's the symbol of Alpha and Omega, right? So this is an archetype of someone or an energy that's going to push you and to push you to be your better self and remind you that you've got everything that it takes to see this through. And speaking of seeing it through, the next card that we have is representing bodily exploration. So what this is saying is that you can go to all the books you want and you can go to all the spirit guides that you want, but at the end of the day, what you need to do more than anything is look deep within. And when you think it, just when you think that you've already looked, look again, look deeper. But the answers are already within. So look at your inherited beliefs about your body image or your health. And you guys can even journal about that. You know, I encourage that as we're going through this, right? Take a screenshot when I'm all done, and you can just take notes and go back to your journal about this. But as far as looking within, right? And as far as considering where your beliefs come from about your body image and about your health, question those old doctrines, right? Is it time for you to embrace a more personal approach towards what's going on? And I'm feeling like you already know the answer to that, right? Okay, so let's flip our next card. The Chosen. So the Chosen is representing personal blocks. This is reminding you, right, that you have a sacred destiny. You came here. You came here to experience all that this world has to offer you. You set a lot of things aside because you feel like you have a greater purpose. And this is reminding you to acknowledge your own divinity, right? Just like a phoenix rising from the ashes, you've been through so much, right? You've been battered, you've been bruised, you may have even shed some blood, but you are such a divine and sacred being. It's also reminding you to study, right? And to show the world who you are, to show up, because you are chosen. You have been set aside for such a time as this. You are most definitely chosen. So concerning personal blocks, I feel like someone has been going back and forth between this feeling of not being enough and just feeling a little conflicted about, okay, I'm chosen, but for what? Again, you've got to look within. The answers are going to come from there. When you're feeling conflicted, look within. Oh, Lottie, the Hierophant is reminding us that sometimes we may need to find a trusted mentor or community. Sometimes external wisdom, such as that from Preacher Man, who, by the way, is the Justice card, right? Sometimes external wisdom can guide your internal alignment. So if right now what you need is to go back to the books, go back to the basics, consult a spirit guide, look in the mirror to get your answer, then sometimes you have to do all the things, babe. Like, don't stop now. If you've been doing this thus far, Do not stop now. Right? You are so close. I truly feel that. And so I'm going to go ahead and pull our next card that came from the Forbidden Tarot, the extended edition. And that card is, now this card came in sideways also, right? The Chosen. That is. I turned it this way so that you guys could actually see it easier, but it went sideways. And when that happens, to me, I get this message. Well, first of all, do you notice the Ouroboros that is around this? Right. We're talking about Kundalini energy, dear. When we talk about personal blocks. So something within your system is not aligned. You're misaligned at this time. And so for that reason, I feel like you're looking at things sideways. That's the message that Spirit is giving anyway, since this card came to the side. I just wanted to remind you guys of that, okay? So I'm going to keep it going. And what I'll do here is I will point this crystal to remind you that these two are connected and there's a sideways connection, okay? All right, so the Weaver. The Weaver archetype is an embodiment of interconnectedness of all things, which is pretty powerful here if you consider all that we're looking at, right? And I'm going to try to push these cards up just a wee bit so you guys can see everything. If I can put the Weaver card in here and give you that reach, right? So from the top, you see this sun-like star, right? That is behind the Weaver. I feel like this is really more of a portal, right? Like this work that you've been doing is not going unnoticed. It's not going unseen. And that energy, that vibration of the Weaver, you've touched something. You started something. You woke up something. Continue working. The Weaver brings all of these things into harmony. Again, this energy, not talking about earthly, feminine or masculine, right? But this divine feminine energy is trying to show you the connections, these threads that weave through all of these things. She has the power to shape destiny, such as the Chosen, as does the Chosen. The appearance of the Weaver in your reading suggests that this is a time for you to weave your own realities. And you're going to draw from past experiences, divine knowledge, and present intentions. So you've got to get really clear about what your intentions are right now. If you haven't already, now is the time. The Weaver is an archetype that encourages creativity, intention setting, and taking a more active role in crafting your fate. So you can't leave this up to others, right? This is too important. It is entirely too important. You've got to step in and decide for yourself and figure out for yourself what next. Where am I going to go? How is this going to play out? Take an active role in creating your own fate. Our final card is Dehuti. And the message from that is that your dreams are divine messages. Learn to decode their wisdom. And Dehuti actually goes back to our other card, Olodi, right? Which again is actually the Hierophant. Dehuti is another representation of the Hierophant, but this is from our Oracle card collection. You see that? And so this is you in that Tahuti energy, right? All of those late nights that you've been staying up, all of those sleepless nights, all of those mornings when you've woken from your sleep in the wee hours of the morning with this thing in your spirit, right? You just know that somehow, some way, right? That spirit is trying to get this message out to you. Someone is trying to get this message out to you, and you've been trying to figure this whole thing out. So this all comes back to you and Tahuti energy, right? And saying, go back. Look at everything. It's all connected. So I would encourage you guys, if you have not already started, to start a dream journal. And that's something that will help you just to, if nothing else, document your dreams, right? And what's been going on. And that way you can look back over them in time to see. And I'm going to zoom out of this just a little bit so you can see all of your cards. To see the interconnectedness, right, of your dreams. Give you a minute to look over that. Okay, I'm trying to get you guys a decent screenshot. Bear with me just a minute. Is that better? Okay. Well, you know what? I promise you I'm trying, you guys. All right, so I'm trying to make sure that everything is in focus for you. All right, there we go. So again, our takeaway, this message came from the Hierophant, aka Tahuti in our oracle card, but Lordy is our silly euphemism for that. And we're talking about seeking divine guidance, seeking spiritual guidance, higher truth. And yeah, Spirit is reminding you, as I said, to look within, right? To look within. It's encouraging you to change your perspective. And I'm going to do this here for that reminder of look within. And you're being reminded that you are the weaver, right? You are the architect of your own life. It's time to take a more active role in that. So get comfortable, go deep, get clear. I love you. Until next time, Ashe. Peace and blessings. And personal readings are available. I will leave a link in the description box below. I love you so much.